Well, hey everybody, my name's Josh, and I'm going to do a video about bad words. Now, I'm going to try to do this entire video without using any bad words, because I figured, well, there's two different approaches I could take to this. I could come on here and say this, give you examples, but that would be a pitiful waste of everyone's time, because we all know what a bad word is. And what is offensive to one is not necessarily offensive to another. And the reason I find this is such an intriguing subject is because over the years I was a potty mouth. When I was young, I said everything you can imagine. I remember my friends and I were just punk kids. We would run around calling each other the N-word, even though we were white boys, you know, and everything was F this and S that, and we were just the worst. I remember telling my mom F you when I was like 9 years old. And I remember just how she freaked out on me. I remember she was vacuuming. I just remember how bad she freaked out, which is why the moment sticks. I was reading dirty joke books when I was like 9, learning words that I should not have known when I was way too young. My brother and I were two of the worst cussing potty mouths ever. As I got older, I started to understand the impact of language and the impact of bad language. And I started to become more critical in my usage, and I started to use my cuss words sparingly. And this especially became apparent, of course, when you enter the workforce in the world, or you have a family. Either or, you have to learn to behave yourself. And I had, when I was about 23, I met my wife. She had a son. He was 3. So I had to go from being a cussing 23-year-old to being a non-cussing 23-year-old as best I could. And over the years I learned how to control that. And today, you might notice when I make videos, I don't generally cuss in them. Now, in my personal life, I cuss all the time. And it's the reason I don't do it in my videos is because I purposefully have learned how to leave that out. Just 1 minute. I guess I could start that over, but I'm in the groove. So a cuss word is, my apologies for leaving there. The kid was complaining because Netflix was all messed up, so I said, well, effing deal with it. No, so anyway, I find myself still cussing when I'm around my friends, when I'm around, family, and I don't do it on YouTube videos as much because I purposefully thought about, well, if kids watch these things, if younger generation watches this, I don't want them to just see some foul-mouthed dude out here just cussing. And plus, your point doesn't get really across when you cuss. I had this guy that I met a while back who came to one of my videos and started cussing me out, and he called me the C word over and over and over. And, it must have been like 24 times. And he's trying to use the most offensive word towards women, towards a guy, as if it's, this word's going to tear somebody down. What happened was he cussed so many times in his, initial comments that I really lost any interest. Like, nothing he said had any weight to it. And I've noticed, let's say if I had a regular sub we've been commenting back and forth for a long time, and then all of a sudden they say something like, that's fucking bullshit, or something, I know that they're serious about it. That they're not just a douche or just being angry or volatile, but that they actually really feel strongly about something because they don't cuss very often, if that makes sense. And when I've noticed that over the years, when I was younger, I've noticed how the older guys that I'd know, the ones I'd look up to, let's say, the ones that were the cool guys, that didn't cuss, and then once in a while when they did, it really made an impact. If they were like, God damn it, listen. See, I did it. I couldn't even make it through without cussing. Darn it. So these guys would say, say something that would really have a big impact, and it would be because they don't use it all the time. And so I started using that approach in life. So when I do cuss, people know that I mean business, that I'm serious, that I'm not messing around anymore. There's one time when cussing is actually appropriate, and I found this out, that when you cuss or yell, or scream when you get hurt, that actually cuts your pain down by like 30% or something, up to 30%. It has to do with the release of endorphins, I guess. But I guess it's just like laughter is the cure. Cussing might be the cure for some things. Anyway, yeah, I think cussing is one of those things that holds a hell of a lot more weight when you're not doing it all the time. Everything in moderation. Anyway, have a effing great day.